What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Ken again, right here for Creatives Podcast, and we have brought for you a very brand new guest in the house. I have to say, we are very overjoyed to have this guest in our room, and there is a very beautiful topic that we're going to talk about, and it's a topic that most of you probably have been anticipating for a lot of times. All creatives out there, we are going to have her introduce herself.
Hi everyone,
Yeah.
my name is Marion. I'm a teacher by profession and I am a friend.
Yeah, bosom friend. Yeah, your friend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Well, as I said earlier on, we're going to talk about the boy child, and many times we hear statistics that girl child is most talked about, and it's girl child emancipation, which is something which has been really, raised to the highest bar all the time, and the boy child has been neglected for a long time. The idea is that the perception is that the boy child is already strong, therefore we shouldn't talk about the boy child. But today and tonight we're going to break those down to make sure that actually it works out. According to you, Marion, what is boy child emancipation? But at least I know girl child emancipation, people understand what it is.
Yes.
So what is boy child emancipation?
I think the key word here should be emancipation. What is
Okay.
emancipation? Now,
Wow.
when we talk about emancipation, this is an effort aimed at raising standards, creating opportunities for a particular group of people. So when we say girl child education, these are girl child
Yeah,
emancipation.
yeah.
These are creating space and opportunities for the girl child. Now, when we
Okay.
talk about boy child emancipation, similarly, we are creating opportunities for boys to stand. We're talking about education in the aspects of education,
Yeah.
well-being, emotional well-being. We're talking about in the health sector,
Yeah.
and we're talking about even employment. So
Yeah.
we are creating space for the boys to fill in the gaps that that are not filled actually.
Oh, wonderful. So, in other words, if I'm to veer off the topic a little bit about the girl child, do you feel like there's been enough emancipation done for the girl child already for us to delve into boy child, or we still need more talks about these so that we can make them work hand in hand?
In this very dynamic world, the world changes, you're aware about that, and no amount of emancipation is going to be enough to suit the needs of the globe.
Yeah.
So emancipation it's not yet enough for the girls or for the boys. New things arrive every day. We might find that we are done with this, we get to that. We finish the issue of early marriage, we are getting to another issue. So emancipation will not be enough. However, the we shall have to we take steps in the need that arises. We continue emancipating for whatever need arises. So girl child, it's not enough, it has to continue. At the same time, boy child emancipation has to also continue.
Well, this takes me back to a certain mindset I used to have. I had a mindset. I remember doing a certain talk show in Patches. It was a point where they called me to talk about the emancipation of girl child. And they asked me a question. They said, so what do you think about people who are being emancipated, especially the ladies? And I made a very bad statement, and that statement up to tomorrow it kind of haunts me. I feel it makes sense, but thinking about it, I feel like it doesn't make sense. I made a statement like this. I was like, anything that needs emancipation is a very weak one. And you see, you can see the reaction on your face. Anything that needs emancipation is a weak one. But from what I've been thinking about, like, if you look at it in one way or another, emancipation does not generally mean something is weak,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
Maybe giving it strength and aiding,
Mm.
from your definition.
Yes.
Yeah, giving help so that it can stand.
Mm.
So from that, what do you think about the boy child emancipation exactly? How do you think the different people, different leaders who have been talking about the topic, how do you think they have worked on it? Is it enough? How much more can people actually do to actually make sure boy child emancipation
Mm.
stands?
Then we have a lot to do when it comes to emancipation. Like I said earlier, we have a lot to do. And taking us backward in African context, remember, boys, we had gender roles.
Yes.
For girls and boys.
Yeah.
And girls are taught right from when they are young. They are taught, they are guided in particular things. Yeah. Similarly, boys are guided in other particular things. This is for a boy and this is for a girl. Yeah. And a lot of attention was attached to the boys before. The boys were the ones that needed to be helped. They are the strong ones. Yeah. While the girl is the weak one. She can't manage this. When it comes to strength, issues that needed strength, even decision making, usually they don't call the girls. They used to call the boys to make the decisions. So the boys had an upper hand back then. Yes. Then here comes a new generation that that demands women be on equal grounds with men. However, they have put more focus on the girls. They have been pampering the girls. And yes, we've attained a lot of goals. For example, if you compare the number of girls that went to school in the early 2000s compared to the number of girls in schools right now, it has really risen. Yeah. We have so many educated people. Look at Arua. At least in Arua, even the women in the market can speak a little bit of English. Yes. So that shows you that this is a woman that went at least up to P4, P5. Then other factors affected her, probably tuition and all that. Now, all this focus that we've put on the girl has made us imagine that the boy child is still strong as he used to be. Which is not the case. We have turned a deaf ear to the boy. Our focus is on the girl. And you know what has happened to the boys now? If we are saying we want emancipation, I believe we should have the same number of boys. If boys are 50% in school, girls should be 50%. 50%, yeah. That would now be we are emancipating the generation together.
A real quick one. A staunch a feminist, let me last one. A strong feminist would actually say that there are less women who have opportunities to education compared to boys. Now, they will say, they would actually troll you. They will be like, why should we have equal opportunities? Now, in one way or another, you have noticed that so many people have really misunderstood feminism. We'll delve back to that. But what can you tell someone who literally complains of the fact that the idea of 50-50? What can you tell that person to change their mindset about the 50-50 mindset?
I usually have this example, and I ask women when we're having discussions with them. Okay, you want 50-50 like the men, right? Will you pay tuition this term and I pay for the kids next term? Will you pay the rent this term? We are working for 50-50, not so? Yes. That means if you are my husband, pay the rent this month, next month I pay. Pay the bills this month, next month I pay. We are having 50-50 because you want to be able to run for presidency. The man can also run, so we are equal. The salary is going to be okay.
It cannot ever. It cannot
now, you find that again, these same girls, these same women are not comfortable with paying the bills 50-50.
Yes.
Now, where does the strain go? It goes to the man.
Yeah.
It goes to the man. Why are we educating these girls? To make sure they can be able to foot their bills. Not so?
Yes.
Now, if you're educating her and she cannot foot the bills, she expects someone to pay the rent for her. It loses sense. Emancipation loses sense.
Oh, okay. I get you. It means if someone is getting emancipated, they have to be able to shoulder
Yes.
some responsibilities.
Yes.
It means if you are really raising someone to be to the level that you expect them to be,
Yes.
they should not actually be arrogant about it.
Yes.
They should do the right thing.
They should do the right thing. Now, remember, we are Africans. We keep losing the context of the African in us. A woman is for the family.
Yes, yes.
Now we are emancipating women, and we are making them forget their roles as a woman. You get?
Yeah.
Now we are struggling with the men. I want that job. I want to drive that big car, which is not bad.
Yeah.
Everyone has that dream. I personally, I want to drive a Range Rover. I want to sleep in a bungalow. I want to, yes. But me doing these things should not make me again undermine the man. It should not make me. We are Africans. I hope you're getting it from the African context.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Yes.
Ah, that's beautiful. Okay, now there is normally this thing that keeps happening, and I keep watching it all the time. They say they want equal rights, and we want emancipation. But who is wanting these things now, and who is granting who these things? That also sometimes boggles my mind, because if you look at the situation, you find it's these same men who are also advocating for girl child emancipation. It's the same men who are saying the men actually have had enough emancipation. So if you look at it in that angle, men who are advocating for, they're feminist men, right?
Yes, they are.
In one or another, this is my thinking. I feel like such men have actually grown with women so much that they have a lot of feminism in them, to the point that they neglect who they are. And it's okay, I mean, to be a feminist, but the essence of being a feminist must be understood from the grassroots, and it should not be the plain things. You remember we had some discussion sometime back. There are some plain things like being a feminist means you should not have a child as a woman. Feminist, you should not. There are so many awkward things about feminism. So about these men who are advocating for feminism, I mean for the girl child, what can you say about these men? What exactly do they want? Because it's the same, it's actually now women who are advocating for boy child emancipation, because I'm sure there are some few women who have realized that their men are losing substance. You see, back in the day, a man would stand tall and make a decision at home. The woman would understand that this is ABC. Not like being a tyrant. Of course, there were always tyrants. Even up to now, there are tyrants. If a man says, it's money, and yet the woman has a back problem, you as a woman, you have to get up and go and what? Put the water for the man to shower. That's for those who don't have showers. So those kind of things which keep coming, cropping up and stuff like that, what can you tell these kind of men who talk about the girl child emancipation?
Who talk negatively or positively?
Who talk positively about the girl child emancipation, but they don't think about the boy child. Because what is in their mind is already they are made. Men, the boy child is already fine. So what can you tell them to actually change their mindset, to actually talk about both? Because these two are important. Yeah.
Now, like we said, first of all, the men that are demanding for women emancipation, girl child emancipation, I want us to take it as a cry. Okay. These are boys that have seen the pain of the girl, maybe one or two situations that are making them demand for. It could be their sister, their mother, their child, or something. I want us to look at it in two angles, positively and negatively. Positively, they are helping. Maybe it's from a past experience that they want to feel this girl should be raised from the position where she is. However, negatively, they might be putting more filling someone else's cup and forgetting
Oh,
about theirs.
yes, yes.
Now, if we demand for equal opportunities, there's a lady who drives trucks. I don't know if you've seen her.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen it.
Now, this lady is going to come. Imagine if all women were truck drivers.
There will be an imbalance, of
There will
course.
be an imbalance of,
Yeah, yeah,
some men are going to also be what?
yeah. They would complain.
They would complain, of
Mm,
course.
yeah.
So I think that these men, they, as much as they have the right
Mm,
to emancipate for the girls,
mm,
but they should also think about themselves. That boy out there,
yeah.
imagine it's your son.
Mm,
Your son is weak, does not do a good mathematics, but your son cannot get to the university because they made points very high and they made it easy for a girl to get to the university.
yeah.
How would your boy child, how would you feel that your boy can't make it to the university?
Crazy.
Yet the other girl
Mm,
who also did badly in math or didn't make the point has
yeah.
an extra point that is going to push her. Not that all boys are smart. We were in class with boys that didn't know math.
Yeah. We used to call it daft.
So I think
No offense. Yeah.
so I think we are throwing more light on look at this example, Ken. Those days, I'm sure you even went through it. Ikedeva, when you fall down,
Yeah.
they say, agupi wa ukiko,
Yeah,
agupi
men
masi.
should not cry.
Don't you feel that pain?
I do.
Aren't you
I'm
human
just
like
human.
me?
Just human.
So now we are ignoring that this boy has felt the pain. If it was the girl, she would feel the same pain that the boy is feeling. It's not a matter of the girl would feel it more. Can we weigh pain?
No.
No, we cannot. But we know that if I get cut here and you get cut here, we shall have the same wound.
Yeah.
You get, which is painful.
Yeah.
Now, if we look into the way we've raised this boy, he's not supposed to cry. He is keeping pain, suppressing. Imagine the day this boy bursts. What happens?
I'm looking at a scenario of a dam, trying to hold water back, and then the blinders are shut, and then the people who open the dam really take too long. I'm imagining a flooding period where this dam really lets open, and there's a village at the other end of the dam. It's crazy.
Now, ignoring the boys today, I term it this way: we are creating beasts. The more we ignore the boys, the boy has not made it to university. What is he going to do? Roadside.
Crazy.
Not so?
Yeah,
he's going to go on that. He's dropping out.
Yeah.
And we don't care. We don't care so long as the girl has gone. We are celebrating the girls have gone. But the boy that has failed to make it to that university, down. What about the boy that has dropped because they don't have tuition? And when they applied for a scholarship, they took the girls. Does it mean that the boys are not having, the boys' parents are rich? And it's only girls' parents that are broke? What do you think happens to this boy? We've applied for a job. A girl has a second class upper. The boy has a first class degree. And we are saying we're giving the opportunity to the girl. What do you think happens to this boy?
It's crazy how they normally give opportunities for ladies to apply first, and then they will consider the men later.
They will consider the men later. It makes us hire substandard people.
Yeah.
You get? We are hiring substandard people in the names of, I personally am a girl. I know I'm going to, one day I'll need a job.
You're a hardworking girl.
One day I'll need a job. And I will apply. But I don't expect to be given a job out of pity. I didn't study because of pity. I didn't study because of pity. You get? So I was created for conditions, but I know there's that boy out there that is also, and the pressure on the boy. Imagine this boy has come to look for a job. Probably me, who has applied as a girl, I am still in my father's house. I don't pay rent. I'm in my father's house. I eat from home. but this boy might have left home at 19. You know the common saying, we left home
Yes.
to change
To
home.
change home, yes.
So I'm struggling with someone who has rent to pay, who has a girl to attend to.
Yeah.
You get?
Yeah.
So we forget that this boy is actually, for each step that we take for the girl, for each step that we take for the girl, the boy is 2 times drawn back. Is 2 times drawn back. And we are not looking into this. When we look at crime rates, who are the boys in the prisons, in the police stations these days? Just 2 weeks ago, I had a chance to go to Arua CPS here.
Yes.
And I saw boys of 16, 17, 18. Why
Juveniles, basically.
Why are they there? So when I tried asking one of them, why did you come here?
Yes.
You go adini, babi senkesi, this one senkesi. So babi
And me swata faramaziki like auto fuel, siphoning of fuel.
Yes. Now I asked him, why did you get into this business? Why? Told me now. School mbaki mbambaya.
Yeah.
You get?
Riziki
kiyo, school mbamba, mathematics lag, physics mbamba. Yeah. Now, imagine if we had leveled ground for this boy.
Our cameraman is very emotional. I don't know, maybe he has gone through a lot too. Actually, the videographer, not cameraman. my bad, Pinsky. Yes. So basically, if you look at emancipation of the boy child, you are literally bringing back the vulnerabilities.
Yes.
That the boy child has, and the boy child has a lot of vulnerabilities. I'll talk about what I know. Many times, if I have issues, only that I've fought mine, and I can easily talk to someone about pains that I go through. But there are some there's some guys out there who really struggle with opening up. They struggle with trying to make it like normal to actually share things with other peers. For example, a guy who is always staying amidst people who are judgmental. For example, staying amidst girls who are always given opportunities and he's always left behind. For example, he might be having so much ideas, like so many ideas, right? About specific stuff. Let's just look at a scenario where you're for a picnic. And in this picnic, they want the ladies to have the finest tent. Not so. Because now for us, we can survive, which is, of course, if you look at it in a reasonable way, ladies need more sanitation, they need like safety. Generally, ladies are considered weak, which I don't see as weak. But they have their level of weakness in some certain angles, but like they have strength.
I feel like the ladies have been made comfortable.
They have been made comfortable with their vulnerabilities. Thank you. Thank you. So that position where you isolate the guy, if the guy finds a way, because now the ration during this camp might be also divided differently. You know, as guys, we eat a lot. And for the ladies, they might give more food, give the guys less food. Now, you know, ladies, you people, you eat, like you binge eat. One after another, you are eating after like every 2 hours and stuff like that. You finish your food first. And we're in this forest for a week. These guys have been given a ration of 2 days. They are still keeping it. They are eating slowly. Meanwhile, they drink a lot of water, which they fetch from the river. But the ladies have a lot of water, have a lot of. Now they are eating it so fast. I saw it from one of these videos. I'm actually giving a scenario from that. Mr. Beast. So now this guy finds a way of actually hunting. Right? Finds a way of hunting. These guys find a way of hunting, and then they get good meat from the forest. And they are roasting the meat because they gave them good, they all gave them salt. They have everything. They can cook and stuff like that. Now, because these guys have the basic needs, salt, cooking oil and stuff, they make use of these small things because the real food was not given to them, like enough food was not given. Because they're able to hunt and eat the food, these ladies smell the food and realize that actually, ooh,
There's good food the other side.
there's good food the other side. I wish we had the same opportunity like these guys so that we would unite and go to hands together. Now, in one way or another, we all have roles as our gender states. The ladies sometimes, not sometimes, ladies are generally gravitated towards family things, cooking, washing, making sure that they nurture. Ladies are nurturers. So for men, they are literally providers, right?
Yeah.
So if you put the men in a position of nurturing and providing at the same time, you find in one way or another
the line goes.
And if you put the ladies in both, it also doesn't work very well. So it goes hand in hand. If you look at it this way, you find that we all have a role to play. So if you don't emancipate both, I'm looking at the food as emancipation. If you don't emancipate both, what do you think will happen? One will starve and one will thrive. And when one thrives and the other one starves, eventually there is an imbalance in the ecosystem.
You've actually brought it in the most correct way I would think of. Men are providers and women are nurturers. So women nurture what the man has brought.
Yes.
There is this comedian who says, give a woman a house, she makes it a home. Give her, give her a sperm, she makes it a
baby. Thank you.
So when we understand this, I feel when we understand this, we would actually keep the men high there. Because the men, keeping them high there means, you see, you emancipate a lady, she goes to the university, she studies, she gets a good job, she's a lawyer. She'll come back and say, I want a rich man. I want a man who has a car. I want a man who can take care of me. And yet, the opportunity was not there for this man to create that space for them. What do you think?
I'm smiling, but I'm vexing inside. I'm imagining being the one paying that fees to emancipate her, and then she comes back to sit as a housewife, not providing anything.
Look at the university.
Yes.
These very men, take your time and check, move around these institutions. Trust me, the people, those girls are in those schools that are not paid by their parents are paid by boys,
of course,
men. And what do these women do when they graduate?
I used to pay upkeep. I paid upkeep.
I paid upkeep. Let me ask.
I paid upkeep.
Let me ask. Did she come back and ever say thank you?
I don't know where she is.
Thank you. Case closed.
Amen.
Case closed.
So
when we remove opportunities from these men, we are actually degrading we are doing a disservice to ourselves as the girls. Because now, women say that my money is mine and his money is ours. So where will he get that money of his that is supposed to be ours?
Even I'm wondering, where is the audacity of saying that statement coming from?
Yet, we are giving you a position to be in the university, to study and get a job, or maybe to learn a skill to get a job. What happened to women giving their men money? Tell a woman to give their man money.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's protect this national treasure. I'm sure she's going to be targeted in the streets. Protect her in every way possible. Please proceed. Thank you.
I want us to look. I want us to be very, very objective when we discuss these things. I am a girl, and yes, I've actually benefited. When I finished my senior 6, I actually went on government sponsorship to the university. I have benefited. I was, I think that year, 2018, 2019, I was able to compete favorably with a boy. Check the records. We had 216 points in Arua district. One was a girl, one was a boy. Does that mean girls are daft?
No.
Mind you, I was not on the sponsorship I had at Muni Girls was because I was smart. They used to give sponsorships for 18 points and above. The whole of A level, I was on sponsorship. Now, imagine, I was able to read. There was no one telling me, come and read. I know there is national merit and it starts from this point to that. I need to work hard to get that scholarship.
Yes.
I got it.
And this is out of effort.
Effort.
Mm.
Effort.
Yeah.
You get. Now, why are you making that girl feel that actually
I can work less?
you can work less? You'll get there.
I have the rights to.
I feel we are the ones pampering these girls, making them feel comfortable. Yet the people we need to actually push are the men.
There's one thing that I know, I came across, but I've also experienced personally. Once you start appreciating a man, there is nothing this man will fail to do for you.
Exactly.
If he has the means to provide or do something for
and
you.
You know why that is? You know why it's like that?
That is.
Men get less of thank yous. Men get less of try this one day. Tell that man you're smart. The guy will blush the whole day. The whole day he'll feel like, yeah,
I will blush.
I'm smart. I'm smart. Because
I will blush.
Men get less of these compliments. And when you give it to them, there's a way it lightens his spirit.
Yeah.
Those of you that have the girl, the boys, the boyfriends, the man friends, try this one day. Tell that man, you look good. Yeah. Then ask him for something after and see if he will not give it to you.
Imagine a cute person like me now, you tell me, oh, thank you very much. You're really a nice person. I'll be like, thank you. You're welcome. God, it's God.
It's good. And this man will make sure he actually doubles his effort to be there, that this woman appreciates my effort, so I should double. Men are naturally providers.
True.
But however, how are they going to provide when they don't have the means to provide? The means that we are taking away from them.
Emancipation. Yeah, but I also feel sorry for the Stingy Men Association, because like that's a deliberate act.
Stingy men, men will give where they want. But a man knows where to give.
I believe
if a man does not give you, you're not the one. There is no stingy man.
Stingy Men Association, they make it look like I feel like it's also the group Stingy Men Association causing giving, like, what do you call it? Giving that low esteem for people, like for people who really don't reason much. Some people will think this is true. I actually have friends who
think men are actually stingy.
Who think they are supposed to be stoic and stingy. You see, stoicism and being stingy, those are two different things. Stoicism may talk about the fact that you need to be the man you're supposed to be and stand your ground whenever this need be. But you find there's somebody somewhere who is going to talk about, oh, men are supposed to be stingy and not be able to give things easily. It's like you have to find validation for everything. Sometimes it doesn't even matter. Like, it doesn't have to be like that.
So when we neglect these boys actually, I feel we do worse to them. Worse. Like I told you, the pain that builds up in this boy. He has been falling, you don't tell him sorry. Maybe he fought and you didn't get to listen to his side of the story. You know, when kids are fighting and the boy tries to beat this other guy.
They scold the boy.
They scold the boy. You didn't listen to his side of the story. This boy is going to grow up with that pain. Pain. And you find these are the serial killers the thieves, the rapists. They develop anger towards women.
Exactly. Even those who go ahead to school during football times shouting Simba, Simba, they're the same people who actually start like this.
Yes.
And this is a very terrible thing for secondary schools and primary schools. You find some of these strikes.
Then at the end of the day, we ask, men are trash. Men are rubbish.
I saw some post this morning. One of my friends posted on our status. Another day to fear and hate men.
Fear and hate men.
You make it a point to start, instead of a prayer, thank you, Jesus, in the morning.
You start with another day to hate men. Fear. And what do you think the man this girl hates me? I will show her. I will show her what it means to hate a man. You know that? Look at most cases, people who are polygamous, people that are these men that have a line of girls,
Flattery.
get to find out their reason why they are with a line of girls.
If this one breaks my head.
I go to that one. I go to that one. I go to that one. Sometimes they feel they just need the need to be praised, appreciated. So one girl can't give it to them enough. They have to get another girl. They have to get another girl.
You say insecurities of self.
Because we, right from the start, we were not paying attention to this boy. We made him feel like he's what? He is the only one. You know, you're the strong one. You have to be there. You have to show up. It is allowed, Ken. It is totally allowed for a man to cry. I like it when I
cry, but you will not see me.
I like it. Now that's also
it's also a problem.
It's also a problem when it breaks you. Relieve that emotion, because the moment you're going to keep suppressing it, it builds a dark part in your heart, a dark part, that is going to make you. You've heard people who say, "Buddy, this person did something in 2004." And you know how men can keep those things?
I have a short-term memory for bad things. For those people who keep those kind of memories are legends.
They have, and they are the higher number. People like you are very few. People that have short-term memory of bad things are very few.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are few.
So you should come for. We should run for Ken.
No, I'm taken.
So I feel neglecting these boys, we are really doing bad. We are doing bad. And as a professional teacher, I would say, in my setting, in my classroom, I make sure I create equal opportunities. I make the boys speak, I make the girls speak. Because we are going in a world where you have to stand for yourself. And now we're making the boys feel like they are not valid enough. Not all boys are sports people. Can you agree?
No.
Not all boys are athletes. Not all boys.
Our videographer doesn't play football. He doesn't like football.
Not all boys love football. Not all boys are actually into are not into mathematics. You find there are boys that do actually literature better than girls. But we're making this boy feel that no, these easy subjects are for girls. For you're supposed to do biology, and this boy comes home with 0 points. Whom do you blame? The teacher. Others, the schools in Arua are not doing well.
So, in other words, you're saying all these things should start from the onset of the child being given birth and growing up at home.
At home.
So the foundation should be from the parents.
From the parent.
To actually have proper emancipation in the future.
Don't give a space that the boy is supposed to be. Yes, boys are protectors, but you know, at points where, for example, I am the firstborn daughter at home. But however, I
didn't know that.
I do more protecting. I have only boys, by the way. I don't have any sister.
You are the mother duck.
In fear, unique. I'm the only mother duck. So I do more protecting than the boys actually. Yet traditionally, the boys are supposed to do more protecting, but I end up doing it more. You get? I check on them when I do it more, which is an aspect of a mother, leaving that aside, but being a firstborn. I've taken it upon me that my brother I should create a path for them. Yet that's supposed to be something they should be doing for me. My sister is a girl, she's weak. I should be the one creating that. So I feel like when we create spaces for these boys, we are going to have a better society. A society that is driven. Women are now emancipated. Men are emancipated. We work in the same office. We share ideas. Can we in an office? Unity. What do you think we can do? I tell you, A, B, C, D. In the marriage, that is when we can say, we need to build a house. How are we going to do it?
How much resources do we have?
How much resources do we have? I tell you the kind of bedroom I want. I say, I want a bedroom with a jacuzzi.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, you've gotten my idea.
Yes.
You don't have the money for a jacuzzi, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I said, okay, I have the
Half this
idea,
amount.
have this amount. Let me have this. And we build our dream home.
It
That's
gets easier
it
that way.
gets
The
easier.
unified approach.
Why we emancipate the girls, or we can learn to talk with the boys, come to an understanding. However, with the trend that the girl child emancipation is taking,
Yeah.
we are not, I don't see an understanding coming
If
soon.
looking at that angle, I would say the angles of having single schools is a very dangerous thing. That's a topic we shall talk about sometime
Yes.
back. But this idea of having single schools, I have had friends who have studied from a single school. I will not name it.
I'm also product of a
You
single
are,
school.
you are, but you have outgrown that.
Mm.
There are positions where you find these ladies. There are some specific things that they should learn from the guys, which they don't
They
learn.
don't learn.
Yeah. So I feel like starting to have the boy child study with the girl child is also another
Is a
form of
start.
emancipation.
Yes.
Yes. But we'll talk about that. So another thing, maybe you can outline for us some of the basic things that we can benefit from emancipating a boy child. So that in one way or another, if somebody feels like the boy child shouldn't get any benefit, they get to understand.
First and foremost, when we shall emancipate this boy child, we are going to stop saying men are trash. Another day to hate men.
Yeah.
Another day to fear men. Because now when the man comes up, when he's educated, assuming this man is very educated, he knows the value of one partner.
Yeah.
He knows that if I have multiple partners, I'm going to have a what? Maybe HIV or something, infection or something.
Yeah.
He knows the value of sticking to one person.
He knows why I'm smiling.
He knows the value of sticking to one partner. He knows that I cannot treat someone else's daughter
poorly.
if it was my daughter.
Yeah.
I need to handle them well.
Yeah.
If we emancipate this boy, he is going to have that job, fine.
Yeah.
He's going to create that level, that comfort for us, the women at home.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
there is a saying that it's better to cry in a what? On a plane to Dubai than crying on a
Ugandan train.
Uganda train is better.
Or a bicycle.
Imagine now the man has created for you the comfort.
Yeah.
Then he hurts you. What's your problem?
I mean, he's trash. So.
He's trash. So life goes on.
Yeah.
Life goes on. So I think let us emancipating this boy is going to elevate him. Most importantly, we are going to drop the crime rate actually.
Big time. Big time. Imagine if you appreciate these men who actually do a lot in the society. Let's look at statistics. In many ways, you find men take variety of the jobs.
The odd jobs.
The jobs which they require a lot of energy.
Yes, that's why I'm calling them the odd jobs.
Odd jobs. Even white collars, there are some jobs which the women can handle, but you find that they need someone of quick decision making. And you know, ladies are generally procrastinators. They have so many good ideas, but like they're
But for tomorrow.
For tomorrow, yes, they can. But men are like, I have this idea.
And
Execute. If it goes wrong, goes
come
wrong,
back,
I'll come back and we do. They're kind of those kind of positions. People who make the tunnels, people who create the roads. The ladies are there in making of the roads, but they're like few. Most men do that. And you look at men in the medical field, there are actually many. There are many of them. Like sometimes you need. Now, my nurses out there, you know how hard it is to carry someone who is like probably 100 pounds. Carrying such a person is not an easy thing. You need some men there in the hospital to also carry them. So things which require energy, strength, resilience and stuff, my bad. women have a lot of resilience.
Mm-hmm.
They actually have the highest level
Of resilience.
of resilience.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine a woman can give birth today, right?
Mm.
Lets the kid grow for like a year, then goes back to the husband. Honey, now Junior is like a year and a half. He needs somebody to play with. Goes ahead to have sex and then finds, but forgets the pain. But put a man in the same position. Will that same man go and
No. I by the
you
actually,
know? It's
if
crazy.
men were to have children, I'm sure we would all be having one
Yeah,
child.
I'm really sorry. I would not indulge in sexual activities any longer. But putting that aside, but I believe generally we should make sure that both sexes actually get emancipated
Mm.
for us to have equality in so many things. And I know, literally, if you look at the situation, equality is going to be a problem. It's always not going to work, but it comes down to mindset. We have to change our mindset and see how things actually are going to change eventually. Because if we don't change our mindset, it's also going to mean that actually I'm rotten. It
Mm.
means I was not emancipated enough,
Mm.
or I was stepped on and put in a position where I cannot rise back up again. So we should pay attention to both the girl child and the boy child, because it's also dangerous not to pay attention to the
To the
girl
girl
child.
child.
You
Mm.
find, I have to be honest with you, I will use this word. There are so many holes in the street these days. And I feel like some of these holes have come up because of, okay, prostitutes. They have come up because their emancipation has caused
Mm.
them to be too comfortable. Therefore, opportunities are a little hard for them. Others
Mm.
end up giving their bodies even to get a job.
Mm.
And you find this job even doesn't pay much, like 90K per month.
Mm.
And you have sold your body to get this simple job, which you could have actually, you could have done something better. There are ladies who sell chicken on the road. They are earning literally better than some of the ladies who have sold their bodies
Mm.
in the big offices. So
Mm.
let's look at all these conditions and try to like level the playing field and
Mm.
make sure that everybody skyrockets to their, their standard self, where we're supposed to get the right, you know the right position where we're supposed to be.
Mm.
So thank you very much for coming through. I know this topic is really wide.
It's
It's
very
so
wide.
wide.
Mm.
We could take the whole evening talking
But
about it.
we must keep in mind that it
Mm.
starts from home.
Yeah,
So to
of
the
course.
parents out there, to the boy fathers and the boy mothers out
Mm.
there,
Mm.
your boy is actually better than you think he is.
Yeah.
With a little bit of more force and support. Boys need the support most
Yeah.
emotionally. They need it.
Yeah.
That's why we say we now drop it on the wives and the girlfriends when we fail.
Oh.
As parents, we fail to emotionally support, and you
Mm.
expect the wife to support such a, it doesn't work that
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it starts with you, the boy mother, the
Yeah.
boy father,
True.
to lay the ground
The
for this
foundation.
boy,
Yeah.
so that he can be able to stand strong and be able to come up.
Mm.
I'm a man, I have the
Uh-huh.
opportunity, I
Yeah.
can do this better
True.
because I have my mother's support, I have my father's support, I
Yeah.
have society support.
Mm.
Just the same thing we're doing for the girls. It's the same thing we should do for the boys.
Imagine a society where everyone is confidently collaborating.
Yes.
I think that's like a utopia of a sort. It doesn't seem perfect, but in one way or another, we can still have it.
Yes, we can have it.
We can have it.
Mm.
So thank you very much, Marion, for coming through. Please come again. The way
Always.
you're breathing is like you're tired.
No,
Okay, it's a weekend.
no,
I don't
it's
know
not
where you
that
will emancipate after here.
Emancipate. I'm going to read a book of emancipation.
Me, I'm going to emancipate with some drink. I
Mm.
need to feel my manhood is, right. I don't have to feel low,
Yeah,
because
you
every
don't
time
have
I feel
to.
low, I need to take water, take myself
Mm.
for a walk and stuff like that. We need to normalize making ourselves happy.
Yes.
And I have actually a couple of friends who actually make me happy. So Thank you for those who make me happy. I will not name you here for the purpose of
But you
not
can name me.
asking permission.
You
I
can
could
name me.
actually name you because you are part of.
Name me. I make you happy.
See you later. We are going to Emancipate.